Who is Evil Hulk, Maestro? The Hulk is undoubtedly one of the strongest characters in Marvel Comics, and although he's often misunderstood, he typically uses his powers to fight for good. However, there is one version of the Hulk who instead used his power to become the brutal dictator known as the Maestro. So how did one of Earth's mightiest heroes become one of its most deadly villains? Origin of Maestro. Maestro is a new series from David and German Peralta that provides a more detailed account of exactly how Hulk became Maestro. The series begins with Hulk waking up from a simulation to find himself in an underground AIM facility, where Morg tells him of the nuclear war that occurred years ago. As he travels across the wasteland that used to be the United States, Hulk develops an increasing hatred of humanity for what they did to the world. So when Rick Jones asks Hulk for his help in overthrowing Hercules, Dystopia's first Maestro refuses, saying ordinary people destroyed the world. Rick, not the leader, not the Red Skull, none of the spots we fought and died against. Ordinary damned people brought it down around their bloody ears. They should be ruled with an iron hand, using the remaining resources in the destroyed EMI building. Hulk builds an army of robot dogs with the goal of taking over Dystopia and becoming the ruler he believes humanity deserves. Story of Maestro. The story takes place in an alternate future where the Earth has been decimated by nuclear warfare. Survivors have gathered in a mighty state called Dystopia, formed from the remnants of New York, and live under the dictatorship of the Maestro, an elderly Hulk. With no other heroes alive to oppose him, Maestro rules with an iron fist. However, an underground insurgency led by Rick Jones plots to overthrow the Maestro by using a time machine to bring back the one person who might have a chance of defeating him. When Professor Hulk is brought to the future, he is disgusted that his future self is capable of such cruelty. The two Hulks duke it out, but Maestro comes out on top thanks to his extra years of experience. However, Maestro chooses to keep the younger Hulk alive and tries to convince him to join forces, believing the two of them together would be truly unstoppable. Hulk pretends to hear Maestro out, but in reality, is merely stalling to give himself time to heal. Once he's recovered, Hulk and Maestro battle once more, and the fight ends with Hulk using the time machine to send Maestro back to the site of the gamma explosion that originally turned Bruce Banner into the Hulk. Poetically, Maestro dies in the same blast that gave him his powers all those years ago. Powers of Maestro. In terms of powers, Maestro has the impressive intellect of Bruce Banner combined with all the strength of the Hulk. In fact, Maestro has grown even stronger than his past self since he spent years absorbing radiation from the nuclear fallout, and gamma radiation is the source of Hulk's strength. However, this excess radiation may have also contributed to Maestro's mental instability. Indeed, Maestro has lost any sympathy he once had for humanity, largely because humanity brought the apocalypse on themselves.